guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm sharing with you 10 easy tips that you can incorporate into your life to live a healthier lifestyle. These are just my simple tips that I used when I was starting out eating healthier, living a little bit of a healthier lifestyle. So I want to share them with you, and let's get into the video. So I've separated these tips into 3 categories: energy, mind, and body. And that is how we're gonna tackle this. So we're gonna start out with energy, and the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is essential oils / aromatherapy. A lot of people are like, girl, that doesn't help you do anything. But it helps calm you, which is something that is very important in living a healthier lifestyle. You need to calm your mind, you need to take time for yourself, you need to relax. My favorite essential oil diffuser that I use is from Vitruvi, so thank you to Vitruvi for sending this to me and sponsoring this video. I've been using this essential oil diffuser for about a month, and it is my absolute favorite by far that I've ever owned. Plus, their packaging of their essential oils is my aesthetic. You'll see in the clips. If you don't know what Vitruvi is though, it's a premium essential oils company, so they sell diffusers, essential oils, and their packaging is 100% my aesthetic. Everything is natural and just amazing. So it's my go-to brand for essential oils and diffusers. So the diffuser that I have is the White Stone diffuser, and it is amazing. It's so gorgeous. So the Vitruvi Stone diffuser is an ultrasonic diffuser, which means it runs by vibration and not heat, which keeps the full integrity of your essential oils, and it doesn't make the water and the plastic and the essential oils all touch by heat. So it's all natural, it's beautiful, it's great. So like I was saying, essential oils and aromatherapy is good for your energy because it can coincide with meditation or doing a mindful activity. For me, when I turn on the diffuser, it means that it's time for me to do a mindful activity, or I'm going to paint or meditate. It just signifies a relaxation time for myself, and I think that is something so important in living a healthier lifestyle. A lot of us get caught up in the go, go, go and being busy all of the time, which is kind of bad for our mental health because you just don't have a chance to relax and give your brain time to reboot. So for me, essential oils are just a perfect thing to do and diffuse while I'm doing yoga or meditating. It calms my mind. So yeah, the Vitruvi Stone diffuser is my go-to, and if you want to check it out, I will have the links to it in the description box below, along with the essential oils that I have. It's amazing. The next energy tip that I have for you guys is to tidy up your space daily. I find that when my whole apartment is a mess, I can't focus on anything. I feel messier, I feel lazier. It's just disgusting. So if I tidy up 20 minutes a day and just give my apartment a general cleaning, I feel refreshed, I feel motivated. I can work straight away without worrying about all this mess surrounded by me. So my tip is to clean up your environment at least 20 minutes a day, just a little bit, do what you can. Put things back in their place when you use them. Just make sure that your room or your apartment or your house is constantly being tidied up. The third tip for energy, and the last tip for energy, is don't spend more than 5 minutes on something that's not gonna matter in 5 years, which is very difficult to do for myself included. I have kind of gotten around to getting better at this, but if something's not gonna matter in 5 years, it's not gonna matter long term, don't waste more than 5 minutes of your time stressing about it or just feeling overwhelmed by it. I mean, like school and work, that's gonna be around for 5 years, that's gonna lead you to long-term goals, so that makes sense to stress about that. But little mundane things, like a little thing that you did that embarrassed you, like any kind of past thing that's really not gonna matter that much in the long run, don't stress too much over it. And I have a hard time with this because I always think everything is just so life or death in the moment, but I have to kind of sit back and remember that this one little thing isn't gonna matter in the long run, so I shouldn't be spending so much of my mental energy on it. Moving on to mental and mind tips. The first one is a positive thinking replacement. So when you notice yourself kind of having a negative spiral or thinking about something negative, then immediately recognize that and switch it to the exact opposite. So say something positive that's the exact opposite, regardless of if you believe it or not. Push out that negative thought and replace it with the exact opposite of it. And sooner or later, it will kind of become a habit for your brain, and you will reroute all of those negative thoughts to positivity. If you train your brain to use those negative thoughts as a trigger for positivity, then it can become a habit for you, and eventually you will be always recognizing your negative thoughts immediately, switching it to positivity, and bam. Just thinking positive is kind of a dumb tip, but if you notice the negative thoughts and you just snap, say the exact opposite, you might think you're stupid and you'd be like, shut up. But if you keep doing it, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it. I mean, would you rather be negative all the time or would you rather be positive? Like, fake it till you make it. The next tip would be to schedule little chunks of time to do habits or things that you've been wanting to do. So maybe schedule 20 minutes a day to read if that's one of your goals, or 20 minutes a day to write, or to paint, or to meditate, or anything that you want to incorporate into your life. Just make small habits for it. Like just do 20 minutes a day, and if you do it every day, 21 days, it'll become a habit. For me, I like to do the 333 rule. I totally made this up. I don't know why I picked those numbers, but like I did it. So basically, I will take 30 minutes to read, 30 minutes to language learn, and 30 minutes to do yoga, because those are the 3 habits that I really wanted to stick on a daily basis in the new year. So I kind of just do an hour and a half of those 3 habits. I chunk them all together at like the evening around 6 o'clock, and bam, it's a great segue into your night routine too. So that's kind of what I do. If you want to do that, go off, do the 333 rule. Let's make it a thing. I don't know. But basically, you just want to schedule small chunks of time to make time for your habits, because if you don't schedule time for it, you're never going to be like, you know what, I feel like exercising right now. Like I am just in the mood to exercise instead of watch Netflix. That's never going to happen. So if you want to, set times to do those things, it's helpful. That's what I do. Now moving on to the last section, and that is body. So the first tip that I have is to have replacements for unhealthy food with healthy food. When I was first cultivating a healthy diet, I knew I wanted to cut out excess carbs, like the white starchy carbs. The first thing I did was, when I have avocado toast, I would have sourdough bread, but I swapped that for Ezekiel sprouted grain bread. It tasted like cardboard when I first did it, but now I honestly don't even want the sourdough. Like I'm set on my Ezekiel, and that was a healthy alternative that I kind of just made a habit for myself. If you like regular milk, I'm not judging you, but if you like regular milk, try swapping it with an almond milk or an oat milk or any of the milk alternatives. Just take little parts of your diet and swap them for healthier alternatives. That way you will kind of get your healthy diet started. Swapping out processed or unhealthy things for healthier alternatives into your diet is a great tip that I used when I was first starting out my healthy diet. Now, I mean, a bowl of ice cream, there's really no alternative for it. So if you want that bowl of ice cream, just have it once in a while. I mean, you won't die if you have things in moderation. That's always my saying, but I try to swap out those unhealthy alternatives that I know I could swap for a healthier version. The next body health tip is to read the labels of everything you buy, every food item that you buy. If you can't understand an ingredient on it, it's just not good for you. You want to buy things that have the most minimal ingredients, no chemicals, just natural food from the earth. If you're buying processed stuff, there are so many chemicals in it. Just honestly look at the back of any processed or frozen food that you like. It's a mess back there. It is a hot mess. Try to look at all of your labels and focus on foods that have very minimal ingredients, no chemicals. I know that's impossible if all you eat is unhealthy food right now, but you can slowly start doing it. I mean, you don't have to do things cold turkey, just like slowly start realizing, okay, I'm gonna swap this nasty ass frozen Alfredo, make some pasta at home. I don't know, just read the labels of all the food you buy just to make sure you're not ingesting chemicals. My next tip would be to have healthy snacks or meals prepared. If you're a busy person, then making food at home for yourself is a mess and a nightmare, and you probably hate it. But if you have meals prepped in advance, it doesn't have to be all of your meals, but if you just prep like lunch every day for yourself, you're already on your way to having at least one healthy meal a day. My favorite thing to do is go on Pinterest and find different recipes. I save them to a board, and then you can get inspiration for little meal prepping recipes that you want or snacks that you want, anything really. Pinterest is my lifeblood, so hit up Pinterest. My next tip is to find a physical activity that you love, because I have read so many articles saying that when you sit too long, it's aging you like 10 years, it's taking 10 years off your life, something like that. Getting up and moving at least once a day or every hour is just great for yourself. So it doesn't have to be a full-on workout. You don't even have to go to the gym. You don't have to do a run. You could do whatever you want. For me, I like doing yoga. It's stretching. It's still a form of exercise. You could go run if you want. You could go swimming. You could go hiking. You could take a walk with your dog if you have a dog. And my last tip is kind of a big one, kind of a random one. I just wrote down, practice a healthy diet and focus on your gut health. Basically, this goes for your skin, for your health. Just incorporate more fiber and gut-friendly foods, probiotics, vegetables, fruits into your diet, because that cleared my skin up a lot, makes me feel a lot healthier, gives me more energy. Just incorporating fruits and vegetables into your diet more is the best thing ever. I always focus on my gut health. I make sure I'm eating probiotic foods, I'm eating vegetables, fruits, fiber-filled foods like that, so that my gut is healthy, which usually means that my skin is looking its best. And you want to cut down on unnatural sugars, so sugars that are added into things, processed stuff. We know, we've been over this, but you really want to cut down on sugar. So it's really not that hard to eat healthy. You just got to be conscious of what you're putting in your body, and you don't have to cut out all the bad food at once. You just incorporate healthier meals and you take it slow. So those are my 10 tips on how to ease into a healthier lifestyle. I hope you guys found this video kind of helpful, somewhat helpful. If you did, leave it a like and comment below some other videos you guys want to see from me on my channel, because I want to do what you guys want to see. Don't forget to check out the links to Vitruvi in the description box below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!